right, guys, well, here we are. This is another one of those interviews that I really wanted to do. Corey, man, thank you so much for the time. So this thing is iconic. But for our viewers, if you would tell us, what is it? What year is it? What is it?
It's a 1927 Dodge 3-window coupe turned into a hot rod pickup truck. I built it all in my garage. Over a span of 12 years, it's evolved into this. Originally, when I started it from nothing, I built it from parts to running and driving in 9 months. And when it started, it was just a fun little, daily to go to donut derelicts, and started going to Irwindale and racing it, and that's when it started to evolve into a faster, safer vehicle over the years, and snowballed into what it is now today.
What was the inspiration behind it?
Inspiration behind it was in 2007, I fell from a 4-story balcony, ended up a paraplegic, and when I was sitting in the hospital recovering, I was wondering what I was going to drive or what kind of project I was going to start. I was thinking maybe a split window VW bus with a Subaru in it. That way it was automatic with like a captain seat so I could roll in there. And my buddy had kind of like a homemade chassis that was just the start of something to build like a little T-bucket or something. And when I picked that up, that's when this whole thing started, and I found the cab and the bed in Huntington, not far from my house. A friend of a friend had it, and it just kind of was what was available, what I could afford. I mean, naming it Lunchmoney was like literally like if you just were saving up your lunch money, and I was spending maybe on average $300 a month to just buy a carburetor and be like, okay, now I got a carburetor, or got a whole engine that was rebuilt for $200. So it was what I could afford to do something to keep my mind off of like just anything negative and do what I love to do. So yeah, it kind of just kept evolving. My skills got better, and it was kind of fun to take one project and take it this far to what it is now.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, and then, look at this thing and so twin turbos, and, tell us about the engine.
It's a 388 cubic inch LS. It's an RHS block, so it's a LS with no GM parts. So fully built as it possibly could be. Right now it's currently running on 6 pounds of boost. It's probably good 700-800 horsepower. And we were just out at Irwindale last Thursday. It went 6.0 at 116 with the boost controller off, 6 pounds of boost.
Wow.
It's only gonna go faster from there. So everything's finally working right. It's been 2+ years of a headache of getting this engine to run and not eat itself. So that's satisfying in itself, just to enjoy it and know that when I do an oil change, it's not full of bearing material and thousands of dollars are just,
Well, off camera, you were telling me some challenges with the engine builder, with some issues.
Yep.
So tell us about that. Was that one of the biggest challenges with this car, or?
Kinda, yeah. Financially, stress-wise, to be on Fastest Car on Netflix and get that exposure and use that as a tool to market myself and reach out to companies and keep doing what I love to do, and then get them all together to build my dream motor pretty much. And I mean, I was networking with Tom Nelson, the guys at Plasma Man. Brian Tooley personally called me and spec'd me out the cam for this. So big people helped me do this. And then a reputable engine shop built it, left out a 30-cent pipe plug, and it wiped out the motor. And then I handed it back to him and said, okay, rebuild it, make it right. And they left that pipe plug out again.
No way.
And it ate itself again. So then I went to a new builder and he found it. And long story short, it's all good. It's making the power I want. It's reliable. It's not stressing me out anymore, and I'm not throwing money into a fire.
Yeah, man. So there's always something. I mean, there in these builds, there are a lot of challenges that you got to walk through, but there's always something that was like, kind of the biggest thing that really kind of, you know, puts you over the top there.
Yeah.
So, man, you know, I mean, this thing is so inspirational. Your story is so inspirational, you know, just to, you know, do this and keep going and have fun, you know, at it, you know. So that's so rad, you know. And we tell our audience every time, you know, that, you know, just get out there, get wrenching on something, you know. Don't worry about, you know, not knowing how to do something or not having the money. And I mean, lunch money, you know. That's so cool, you know.
Yeah.
So do with what you got and figure it out. And one day you're gonna be, you know, doing really cool things like Corey has been, you know, and get these experiences and it's just awesome. So we love the car community. We love that we were able to do an interview with you finally.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
And you guys, we hope you enjoyed this interview, and we'll see you in another one.